So this is a list of SUVs that, on the surface, seem incredibly appealing. They've got the brand prestige, the luxurious interiors, the commanding road presence, and all the latest technology. You see them on the road, and you think, wow, I want one of those. But behind that shiny exterior and that new car smell lies a dark secret. These are some of the most financially draining vehicles you can possibly own. They are notorious for astronomical repair bills that will make your eyes water, depreciation so rapid it's like throwing cash out the window on the highway, and so many frustrating breakdowns that you'll be on a first-name basis with your local service advisor. And let's not even get started on the insurance premiums, which are often just as punishing. Now, this isn't just my opinion or a few horror stories I've heard. This list is backed by a mountain of cold, hard data. I've spent weeks digging through reliability ratings from trusted sources like Consumer Reports and J.D. Power, analyzing long-term ownership cost data from places like CarEdge, and sifting through countless owner complaints filed with the NHTSA and posted on forums across the internet. The pattern is undeniable. While these SUVs might promise a dream driving experience, the reality for many owners is a financial nightmare filled with unexpected costs and constant headaches that completely overshadow any initial excitement. So, before you get tempted by a flashy ad or a slick salesperson, you need to see this. We're going to break down the 8 SUVs that are most likely to absolutely destroy your wallet by the time 2026 rolls around. We'll look at their specific, well-documented problems, the staggering costs associated with fixing them, and just how much money you stand to lose simply by owning one. Knowledge is power, and today, we're arming you with the information you need to avoid a massive financial mistake. Let's dive into each one, starting from number 8 and working our way to the absolute wallet destroyers at the top. Kicking off our list at number 8 is a true American icon, the Jeep Grand Cherokee. Now, I get the appeal. I really do. It has rugged good looks, a genuinely capable four-wheel drive system, and a nameplate that screams adventure. For decades, it's been the go-to choice for families who want a bit of off-road credibility mixed with their daily driving. You see one, and you imagine weekend trips to the mountains, conquering snowy roads with ease, and looking good while doing it. It's a very compelling package, especially with the newer generations offering more luxury and tech than ever before. But here's the problem, and it's a big one that has plagued the Grand Cherokee for years: reliability, or a distinct lack thereof. If you look at the data from Consumer Reports, you'll see a consistent pattern of below-average or even poor reliability scores year after year. Owners report a litany of frustrating issues, but a few key areas stand out. The transmission, particularly the 8 and 9-speed automatics used in recent models, has been a source of constant complaints. Owners describe harsh shifting, hesitation, and sometimes complete failure, which is a repair that can easily run you several $1,000s out of warranty. Then you have the electrical system, which in modern cars is like the central nervous system, and in the Grand Cherokee, it seems to be perpetually glitchy. The Uconnect infotainment system, while great when it works, is known for freezing, crashing, and phantom screen touches. But it goes deeper than that. We're talking about malfunctioning sensors, random warning lights illuminating the dashboard for no apparent reason, and even issues with the keyless entry and start systems. These aren't just minor annoyances. They can be incredibly frustrating to diagnose and expensive to fix, often requiring multiple trips to the dealer. And we can't forget the suspension. The optional Quadralift air suspension system is a fantastic feature, offering adjustable ride height for better off-roading and easier entry. However, it's also one of the most common and costly failure points. The air springs can develop leaks, the compressor can burn out, and the control module can fail. When it does, you're not just looking at a bumpy ride, you're looking at a repair bill that can easily exceed $3,000 to $4,000. It's a classic case of a complex, desirable feature becoming a massive liability as the vehicle ages. On top of the repair costs, the Grand Cherokee also suffers from fairly steep depreciation. According to CarEdge, a Grand Cherokee will lose around 45% of its value in the first 5 years. While that's not the absolute worst on this list, it's significantly more than what you'd see from a Toyota Highlander or a Honda Pilot. So you're paying a premium for the Jeep brand and its features, only to have that value evaporate quickly while you're simultaneously shelling out for frequent and often expensive repairs. It's a double whammy to your wallet. So, while the dream of a rugged, do-it-all American SUV is strong, the reality of Grand Cherokee ownership can be a cycle of dealer visits and unexpected bills. The combination of well-documented transmission problems, persistent electrical gremlins, costly air suspension failures, and significant depreciation firmly earns it the number 8 spot on our list of wallet drainers. It's an SUV you might love to drive, but you'll probably hate to own long-term. Coming in at number 7 is a vehicle that practically defines the term aspirational SUV, the Range Rover Sport. This is the SUV you buy to show the world you've made it. It has an incredible presence, a beautifully crafted interior filled with leather and wood, and that iconic Land Rover badge on the hood that carries an immense amount of prestige. It promises a blend of on-road luxury and off-road capability that very few competitors can match. When you're behind the wheel, you feel powerful, sophisticated, and coddled from the outside world. It's an experience, not just a mode of transportation. Unfortunately, that experience comes at a staggering and often unpredictable cost. The Range Rover Sport is legendary for its unreliability, and the stories are not exaggerated. One of the single biggest points of failure, much like the Grand Cherokee, is the air suspension system. It's a complex setup designed to provide that magic carpet ride, but its components are notoriously fragile. Air struts leak, compressors fail, and sensors go haywire, often leaving the vehicle stranded or crouching on one corner. A trip to the dealer to fix this can easily result in a bill north of $5,000, especially if multiple components need replacing. Then there are the electronics. Oh, the electronics. This is a common theme with modern luxury cars, but Land Rover seems to have a special talent for making them particularly troublesome. Owners report everything from the infotainment screen going completely black to the digital instrument cluster freezing, power windows and seats failing, and a constellation of random warning lights appearing on the dash. These ghost-in-the-machine issues are maddening for owners and can be a nightmare for technicians to diagnose, leading to long stays at the service center and escalating labor charges. It's death by 1,000 paper cuts, or in this case, 1,000 electrical faults. The cost of repairs for a Range Rover Sport is in a league of its own. Because it's a premium British vehicle, parts are incredibly expensive, and labor rates at specialized shops or dealerships are sky high. A simple service can cost hundreds, while a more significant issue, like a problem with the supercharged V8 engine's timing chain or a coolant leak from a hidden pipe, can quickly spiral into a 5-figure repair bill. This isn't a car you can take to your local independent mechanic unless they specialize in Land Rovers and you have a very, very healthy bank account. And then we have the depreciation, which is nothing short of catastrophic. According to CarEdge, a Range Rover Sport can lose over 60% of its value in the first 5 years of ownership. Let that sink in. If you buy a new one for $100,000, you can expect it to be worth less than $40,000 just 5 years later. You are losing, on average, over $12,000 per year just in depreciation. It is one of the fastest depreciating vehicles on the market, making it an absolutely brutal financial proposition if you're buying new or even lightly used. So while the Range Rover Sport offers an intoxicating blend of style, luxury, and performance, it is a financial black hole. The trifecta of notoriously unreliable air suspension, bewilderingly complex and faulty electronics, and some of the most severe depreciation in the entire automotive industry makes it a car that will relentlessly drain your wallet. It's beautiful, it's prestigious, and it's a massive financial risk, landing it squarely at number 7 on our list. At number 6, we have the sporty cousin to the Land Rover, the Jaguar F-Pace. When the F-Pace debuted, it was a huge deal. It was Jaguar's first ever SUV, and they nailed the looks. It's sleek, athletic, and arguably one of the best-looking SUVs in its class. It promises a sports car-like driving experience with the practicality of an SUV, and for the most part, it delivers on that promise. The handling is sharp, the steering is responsive, and with the optional supercharged V6 or V8 engines, it's seriously fast. It's the SUV for the person who really deep down would rather be driving a Jaguar F-Type. But, and you knew this was coming, the F-Pace shares more than just a parent company with Land Rover. It also shares a propensity for wallet-emptying problems. Reliability has been a persistent issue since its launch. J.D. Power and Consumer Reports have consistently given it low marks, with owners reporting a frustrating range of issues. One of the most common complaints revolves around the electronics, which is a familiar story by now. The InControl Touch Pro infotainment system is known for being laggy, buggy, and prone to completely freezing, requiring a full system reboot. Beyond the infotainment, owners report other electrical gremlins, like malfunctioning climate controls, faulty keyless entry systems, and even problems with the advanced driver assistance systems, which can trigger phantom warnings or simply stop working. These issues aren't just an inconvenience, they erode your confidence in the car. When you can't rely on the basic functions to work every time, it sours the entire ownership experience, especially when you're paying a premium for a luxury brand like Jaguar. Engine-related problems are also a concern, particularly with the turbocharged four-cylinder Ingenium engines. Some owners have experienced issues with timing chain stretch and failure, which is a catastrophic and extremely expensive engine-out repair. The supercharged V6 models have their own set of potential problems, including coolant leaks from plastic pipes that become brittle over time. Fixing these issues requires specialized knowledge and, you guessed it, expensive, Jaguar-specific parts that all add up to eye-watering repair bills if you're outside of the warranty period. Of course, we have to talk about depreciation. Much like its Land Rover relatives, the Jaguar F-Pace sheds value at an alarming rate. CarEdge data shows the F-Pace losing around 58% of its value in the first 5 years. This rapid value loss means that even if you manage to avoid major repair bills, you are still losing a significant amount of money every single day you own the car. It's a tough pill to swallow when you see how much more value competitors from Lexus, Acura, or even Genesis retain over the same period. In summary, the Jaguar F-Pace is a beautiful, fun-to-drive SUV that is sadly let down by its poor reliability and shocking depreciation. The combination of persistent electrical problems, the potential for very serious and expensive engine issues, and a value curve that drops like a stone makes it a risky proposition for anyone concerned about their finances. It's a car you might fall in love with on a test drive, but one that could easily break your heart and your bank account, earning it the number 6 spot. Cracking the top 5 is an SUV that has been around for what feels like an eternity, the Dodge Durango, and that's part of its appeal. In a world of soft, car-based crossovers, the Durango is proudly old school. It's big, it's brawny, it's based on a rear-wheel drive platform, and you can get it with a massive Hemi V8 engine. The SRT and Hellcat versions are basically muscle cars in an SUV costume, and they are incredibly cool. Even the V6 models have a tough guy presence that you just don't get from a Honda Pilot or a Hyundai Palisade. It's for the buyer who wants 3 rows of seats but doesn't want to give up that aggressive, muscular image. However, being old school also means it carries some old school problems, and its reliability record is far from stellar. The Durango consistently ranks near the bottom of its class in reliability surveys from sources like Consumer Reports. One of the primary areas of concern is the transmission. While the ZF 8-speed automatic is generally a good unit used in many cars, in the Durango, owners have reported a surprising number of issues, including rough shifting, lurching, and in some cases, premature failure, leading to a very costly replacement. Engine issues are also more common than they should be, especially on the V8 models. The infamous Hemi tick, caused by lifter and camshaft failure, is a well-documented problem that can cost thousands of dollars to repair correctly. Owners have also reported issues with the multi-displacement system, which is designed to save fuel by shutting down cylinders, but can sometimes contribute to these lifter problems. Add in common issues like water pump failures and oil leaks, and the cost of keeping that big V8 running can quickly add up. And speaking of fuel, let's talk about fuel economy, because it is, in a word, terrible. Even with the base V6 engine, the Durango is thirstier than most of its modern rivals. But if you opt for one of the V8s, you'd better be prepared to make your local gas station owner a very rich person. The SRT 392 and Hellcat models struggle to get into the mid-teens for miles per gallon, and if you drive them with any enthusiasm, you'll be seeing single digits. Over the course of a year, the extra money you spend on fuel alone can be staggering compared to a more efficient competitor. As for depreciation, the Durango's old design and poor reliability don't do it any favors. CarEdge predicts a 5-year depreciation rate of around 52%, which is another significant financial hit. While the high-performance SRT and Hellcat models hold their value a bit better due to their enthusiast appeal, the mainstream V6 and RT models, the ones most people buy, lose value very quickly. You're paying for that muscle car image up front, and then paying for it again as its value plummets. So the Dodge Durango, especially in V8 form, is a classic case of a high-cost, high-consumption ownership experience. The allure of its muscular styling and powerful engines is strong, but it's undermined by persistent transmission and engine issues, abysmal fuel economy that constantly drains your wallet, and steep depreciation. It's a cool SUV, no doubt about it, but it's also a financially punishing one, which is why it sits at number 5 on our list. At number 4, we have a newcomer that represents the future, but also the perils of being an early adopter. The Cadillac Lyriq. This vehicle is a massive statement piece for Cadillac. It is stunningly beautiful, with futuristic styling that looks like it drove right off an auto show concept stage. The interior is dominated by a massive 33-inch curved LED display, and the whole experience is designed to be a high-tech, serene, and luxurious entry into the world of electric vehicles. On paper, it's everything a modern luxury buyer could want. Zero emissions, cutting-edge tech, and head-turning design. However, the launch and early ownership experience for the Lyriq has been, to put it mildly, a disaster. This isn't just about a few minor bugs. It's about fundamental software and hardware issues that have left many early owners feeling like beta testers for a product that wasn't ready for prime time. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has been flooded with complaints about the Lyriq, many of them centered around the vehicle's software. The massive screen is known to go completely blank while driving, taking with it the speedometer, navigation, and all other critical information. The problems don't stop at the main screen. Owners have reported a shocking number of issues: drive units failing, vehicles refusing to charge, 12-volt batteries dying and bricking the car, and a host of problems with the driver assistance systems. Cadillac has issued numerous software updates and several recalls, but many owners report that the fixes don't always work or sometimes introduce new problems. It's a classic case of a car company releasing a vehicle that is far too dependent on software that simply wasn't finished, leading to an incredibly frustrating and sometimes unsafe ownership experience. Then there's the cost of parts and repairs. While EVs have fewer moving parts, when something does go wrong on a brand new high-tech platform like GM's Ultium, it's incredibly expensive. A replacement for that 33-inch screen? Thousands of dollars. A new battery module or drive unit outside of warranty? You're looking at a bill that could potentially exceed the value of a used car. And finding a technician who is properly trained to diagnose and fix these complex systems can be a challenge, leading to extended downtime while your very expensive SUV sits at the dealership. And this brings us to depreciation, which is going to be massive. Early adopter EVs with questionable reliability are a recipe for a financial bloodbath. As the technology evolves and Cadillac, hopefully, irons out the kinks in later model years, these early, problem-plagued 2023 and 2024 models will be seen as highly undesirable on the used market. We can expect depreciation to be even more severe than a typical luxury car, potentially losing 60 to 70% of its value in the first few years. You're paying a premium to be a beta tester and then getting hit with catastrophic value loss. The Cadillac Lyriq is a cautionary tale. It shows that even with a beautiful design and promising technology, a rush-to-market product with deep-seated software and reliability issues can become a financial nightmare. The sheer volume of complaints, the severity of the problems, the high cost of potential future repairs, and the looming cliff of depreciation make the Lyriq one of the riskiest new vehicle purchases you can make today, firmly placing it at number 4. Taking the bronze medal of financial pain at number 3 is another entry from Jeep, the massive Wagoneer, and its even more luxurious sibling, the Grand Wagoneer. When these were reintroduced, they were meant to be the ultimate American luxury SUV, a direct competitor to vehicles like the Cadillac Escalade and Lincoln Navigator. They are absolutely enormous, with 3 rows of genuinely usable space, and the Grand Wagoneer, in particular, is slathered in leather, wood, and an almost comical number of screens. It's an imposing, impressive, and very expensive piece of machinery. But like its smaller Grand Cherokee sibling, the Wagoneer family was launched with a host of reliability problems that have plagued it from day one. Consumer Reports has given it their lowest possible reliability rating, a 1 out of 5, based on owner feedback. The list of common complaints is long and varied. The advanced tech, including the multiple touchscreens for the driver, front passenger, and rear seat occupants, is a frequent source of frustration. Owners report systems freezing, failing to respond, or having connectivity issues with features like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Electrical issues extend beyond just the screens. There are numerous reports of problems with the air suspension system, a recurring theme, I know, power deploying running boards getting stuck, and random software glitches that can affect everything from the climate control to the vehicle's starting procedure. These are complex vehicles with a huge number of electronic modules, and it seems they weren't all programmed to talk to each other correctly before the vehicles started rolling off the assembly line, leading to a constant stream of frustrating problems for owners. Then there is the fuel economy, which is, to be blunt, absolutely atrocious. These are gigantic, heavy, body-on-frame SUVs. Even with the new Hurricane twin-turbo inline-6 engine, you are going to be visiting the gas station constantly. The V8-equipped models are even worse. The EPA ratings are already low, in the mid to high teens, but in real-world city driving, many owners report seeing MPG figures in the low teens or even single digits. The sheer cost of fueling one of these behemoths for a year of driving is a significant and ongoing drain on your wallet. And now for the big one, depreciation. The Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer are experiencing some of the most shocking depreciation of any vehicle on sale today. According to multiple data sources, it's not uncommon for these SUVs to lose 40 to 50% of their value in the first year alone. Let me repeat that. You could buy a $110,000 Grand Wagoneer, and just 12 months later, it could be worth around $60,000. It is a catastrophic loss of value, driven by high initial sticker prices, heavy incentives, and a reputation for poor reliability that is already scaring away used car buyers. The Jeep Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer represent a perfect storm of financial risk. You have a very high initial purchase price, a vehicle that has been plagued with electrical and software issues since its launch, abysmal fuel economy that costs you money every single day, and arguably the most severe first-year depreciation of any vehicle in the modern era. It is a machine seemingly designed to vaporize your money, and for that, it easily earns its spot at number 3. Our runner-up, the silver medalist in wallet destruction, is the undisputed king of luxury SUVs, the full-size Land Rover Range Rover. For 50 years, this has been the benchmark. It is the vehicle of choice for royalty, celebrities, and anyone who wants to project an image of old-money elegance and effortless capability. The latest generation is arguably the best ever, with a breathtakingly minimalist design, a serene and isolated cabin, and technology that makes it feel like you're piloting a luxury land yacht. There is simply nothing else on the road that has the same sense of occasion as a full-size Range Rover. However, there is also nothing else on the road, short of an exotic supercar, that has a more fearsome and well-earned reputation for unreliability. For decades, The Range Rover has consistently occupied the bottom rungs of every reliability survey imaginable. It is the poster child for expensive, frustrating breakdowns. The issues are legendary and systemic. The air suspension, a Land Rover staple, is a constant source of massive repair bills. The electronics are so complex and notoriously buggy that owners often joke about which features will decide not to work on any given day. And the engine and drivetrain problems can be truly catastrophic. Coolant leaks, oil leaks, timing chain issues, turbocharger failures, you name it, the Range Rover has likely had a problem with it. These are not simple fixes. Because of the complexity and packaging of the vehicle, even a seemingly minor repair can require hours of labor to access the faulty part. A trip to the dealership for an out-of-warranty repair is rarely, if ever, going to result in a bill with fewer than 4 digits. 5-digit repair bills are frighteningly common. The cost of ownership is simply on another level. Everything about this vehicle is expensive. Insurance premiums are among the highest for any SUV due to its high purchase price and high cost of repair. Parts are astronomically priced. Even routine maintenance, like an oil change or brake job, costs significantly more than it would on almost any other vehicle. Owning a Range Rover, especially an aging one, is not a hobby. It's a serious financial commitment that requires a dedicated and substantial repair fund. And then there is the depreciation. Oh, the depreciation. It is truly biblical. According to CarEdge, the Range Rover will lose nearly 64% of its value in the first 5 years. On a vehicle that can easily cost $150,000 or more, that's a loss of almost $100,000. You are losing nearly $20,000 a year, or over $1,600 a month, just in depreciation. It is one of the single worst depreciating assets you can possibly purchase. The market knows about the reliability issues, and the values of used models plummet as soon as the factory warranty expires. The full-size Range Rover is the ultimate paradox. It is one of the most desirable and luxurious vehicles in the world, yet it is also one of the most financially ruinous to own. The combination of its legendary, systemic unreliability, the sky-high cost of parts and labor for its inevitable repairs, and the absolutely catastrophic depreciation make it a true financial weapon of mass destruction. It's the vehicle you dream of owning, but your accountant has nightmares about. And here we are, at the number 1 spot. The single SUV most likely to drain your wallet in 2026 is the Tesla Model X. Now, this might be controversial for some, but when you look at the complete financial picture, the case is undeniable. The Model X is a technological marvel. It has blistering acceleration that can embarrass supercars, a massive panoramic windshield, and of course its signature feature, the ridiculously complex and theatrical falcon wing doors. It is a vision of the future, and for many, it represents the pinnacle of EV technology and cool factor. But that cool factor comes at a tremendous cost, starting with those falcon wing doors. They are the Model X's defining feature, and also its biggest curse. They are incredibly complex, with multiple hinges and sensors that are supposed to prevent them from hitting objects. In reality, they are a constant source of problems. Owners report doors that refuse to open, refuse to close, get stuck halfway, or misalign over time, leading to wind noise and water leaks. Fixing them is not simple or cheap. It often requires specialized technicians and can lead to bills in the thousands of dollars if a motor or sensor assembly fails out of warranty. Then there's the issue of build quality, which has been a persistent problem for Tesla since the beginning. While it has improved over the years, the Model X is still notorious for inconsistent panel gaps, paint defects, interior rattles, and trim pieces that don't fit correctly. For a vehicle that costs well over $80,000 and often over $100,000, this level of quality control is simply unacceptable. While many of these issues are addressed under warranty, they lead to numerous service visits and a feeling that you've bought a premium-priced product with economy car build quality. Repairs and parts are another major financial drain. Tesla operates outside the traditional dealership and independent mechanic network, which means you are almost entirely dependent on their service centers. Parts can be expensive and, more importantly, can have long wait times, leaving owners without their car for weeks or even months for a repair. Furthermore, as these vehicles age, concerns about battery degradation and potential replacement loom large. An out-of-warranty battery pack replacement on a Model X is a five-figure expense, easily costing $15,000 to $20,000 or more, which could be more than the car is even worth at that point. Finally, we must discuss the volatile and often severe depreciation. Tesla's constant price adjustments, feature changes, and the rapid evolution of EV technology have made Model X values incredibly unstable. A price cut on a new model can instantly wipe thousands of dollars off the value of every used Model X on the market. Data from various sources shows that early Model X units have experienced massive depreciation, and while newer ones fare a bit better, the long-term value is highly uncertain. It's a high-stakes gamble in a rapidly changing market. When you combine the signature, yet famously problematic, Falcon Wing doors, the persistent and well-documented build quality issues, the expensive and often slow repair process through Tesla's network, the looming threat of a catastrophic battery replacement cost, and the extremely volatile depreciation, the Tesla Model X presents a unique and potent cocktail of financial risk. It is a fascinating piece of technology, but as a long-term ownership proposition, it is the #1 SUV that will drain your wallet. So there you have it, 8 SUVs that look incredible on paper and on the street, but can be absolute poison to your personal finances. From the iconic but troublesome Jeeps to the prestigious but fragile Land Rovers and the futuristic but flawed Tesla, the common thread is a combination of high purchase prices, poor reliability, expensive repairs, and brutal depreciation. These vehicles promise excitement, luxury, and status, but what they often deliver is a steady stream of stress and unforeseen expenses that can turn the dream of ownership into a complete financial nightmare. The real-world cost of keeping one of these on the road is far beyond the monthly payment. Before you get lured in by that sleek design or that powerful engine, it is absolutely critical to do your homework and consider the total cost of ownership. Instead of gambling on one of these wallet drainers, you might be far better off looking at brands with a proven track record for reliability and value retention. Think about a Toyota Sequoia or Grand Highlander, a Honda Pilot, or even some of the newer, highly rated models from Kia and Genesis, like the Telluride or GV80. These vehicles may not have the same exact badge prestige, but they deliver fantastic quality, great features, and most importantly, peace of mind. Ultimately, the smartest car purchase is an informed one. Choosing a reliable vehicle will save you thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars in the long run, and spare you the headache of constant trips to the service center. Your wallet will thank you, your stress levels will thank you, and you'll get to spend more time enjoying your vehicle and less time worrying about the next thing that's going to break. Thanks for watching, and be sure to weigh your options carefully before you sign on the dotted line.